There we go. Hey everyone, Professor Sweeter here. Welcome to Communications 105. This is just a quick video to help orient you to our class, to give you a little bit of information about the first week and to answer some questions that I've already fielded today. So as I mentioned before, Communications 105, this is interpersonal communications, and you are section 03. This is a 7.5-week asynchronous online course. What that means is we start today, Monday, May 10th, and we are moving at a pretty quick clip and completing the entire class by June 29th. So 7.5 weeks to get the whole class done. It's the same amount of material we would do in a regular 15-week class, but at an accelerated pace so that you can finish a little bit more quickly. What else can I tell you about the class? Interpersonal communications. We're focusing a lot on relationships. That's probably the biggest focus of this class. We're going to start off by talking about communications theory, what it means to communicate, different types of communication. Then we're going to get into different modalities of communication, including verbal communication, nonverbal communication, and listening skills. And then the second half of the class, we're really going to be focusing on those relationships that I mentioned before. So how you maintain your relationships, conflict within relationships, and then specifically different types of relationships, including romantic, family, and professional relationships. So that's what you'll see as we move through the semester. This first week, though, I'd like to take a second and look at what we're doing in Blackboard and give you just some information so you can be successful this week. So here I am in our Blackboard page. First of all, you're looking at our announcements page, and that will stay up through the entire semester. So you can always go back and look at things again if you need to. I'm going to navigate over here first to the syllabus, just so you have a clear shot of it. This has all of the information about the course, including this really helpful document right here. What COM 105 textbook should I purchase? And below that is information about my private Zoom room if you need to meet with me. And then below that is my contact information and also your syllabus. So you can click on that and download it and get everything you need to know for the course. Let's look now at this week. Weekly units is right here. First of all, click here to access MindTap. That's how you will be accessing the course material. As I mentioned just a second ago, there's that document about how to purchase the textbook. And then when you're ready to register, this is where you will register the textbook and also will access it through the duration of this course. Scrolling down here is the week 1, and you can't see them yet, but weeks 2 through 15 are hidden and they will be appearing for you every Monday morning. And then of course, Cengage technical support is there for you too. Let's look at week 1. In this week, you're focusing on chapter 1. And this is really all about interpersonal communications, what communications is, some of the theory behind it. After this week, we'll be doing 2 chapters a week. So next week, it's chapters 2 and 3. The week after that is chapters 3 and 4. The week after that, you'll only be doing 1 chapter, but you'll also be doing the midterm. And then we'll finish with 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then the final week is week 11. Or chapter 11, excuse me. All right, pretty self-explanatory once you're in Blackboard. Make sure you're reading through the outcomes and the activities. Maybe you scroll down, there's some videos to get you started, some reading to get you started, some PowerPoints. And then at the bottom are activities and assessments. I realize I need to quickly fix this discussion board because it's gonna look a little bit different. I'll navigate that to a second. And then you've got more chapter 1 assignments. All right, let's look at this discussion board. I will be fixing this. So the next time you log in, it'll look different. This semester, I am using Flipgrid to help us facilitate our discussions. So rather than a typical discussion board where you are, basically just posting answers underneath here, instead, you can either click on this link and go to Flipgrid, or you can use the QR code on your phone and go to Flipgrid. And then it'll ask you for your ID number and you'll be able to log in and record a video discussion board. Yay! When you open up this week's video discussion board, you will see a video from me explaining why we're doing this. In short, you have a midterm presentation coming up where you need to video record yourself. This is a great way to get started and practice for recording yourself on camera. And also it's just a nice way to put like faces to the weird asynchronous online education world. All right, so there is this week's discussion board. The last thing that I want to talk to you about really quickly is just communication. Yes, it's a communications class. And so for that reason, I'm doing my best to communicate with you as much as I possibly can. There's a couple different ways that you can reach me. First of all, I use Remind for text messaging. And so I text with students all the time. And so you've probably already gotten a message from me inviting you to join our Remind class. A couple things with that. First of all, please don't download the app. I find it tends to mess with your phone. They don't necessarily work well together, and you'll get messages in duplicate or even triplicate. So that's one thing to consider. Another thing to consider is this is an easy, quick way to reach out to me and to contact me. Yes, you can send an email. Yes, you can call me. But please note that when you text me, it goes to my cell phone. I see it immediately. I'm able to respond immediately. So if you have an emergency or you have a quick question or something, maybe you want to schedule time to meet with me, I really encourage you to sign up for text messaging if you haven't already. And so I have created a class list, and hopefully you've already gotten a prompt encouraging you to join the text messaging. If not, in that first announcement that I sent the other night, you'll see information about how to get text messaging. All right. Finally, the last thing I want to remind you is, yes, we are working online. Yes, this is asynchronous and remote, but I'm still available to you for meetings. I'm very, very comfortable on camera. This is like the third video I've recorded today. And so I have no problem meeting with you on Zoom, and we can have a great face-to-face conversation right through the computer. Just text me and we will set up a time to do so. So without further ado, welcome to class. I'm looking forward to a great semester with all of you, and good luck. I'll see you soon.